What's up, YouTube? For today's video, with a full level 1 legendary Pokemon team. This is my 1000th theme team on YouTube. Firstly, straight up, I want to say thank you to everyone that has watched this series over the years. And man, I can't believe I've done so many videos. Normally, I don't call this too much, but if you're hyped for this series and you want it to continue, leave a like on the video right now, and let's see if we get a crazy like goal of, like, I don't know, 10,000. Okay, people, I've got 2 golden battles today with the level 1 legendary Pokemon team. I've got a single battle and I've got a double battle, so I tried to do the best of both worlds there. And I'm actually going to say a little bit at the end of this video too, if you are still watching at the end there. I've got a couple of words to say just to everyone about, just about stuff when I started the theme teams and some future of the theme teams too. Very interesting stuff. You definitely want to stick around. Okay, we got a definitely legit Volcania to start off the battle. Nice and yellow, nice and hacked. This is the battle against, I think it was, Burger King on the Wycombe, that was their name. So we got a Steam Eruption Volcano, never seen one of them in my life, and I've got a Mesprit level 1. Now all of my team is level 1, there's no EVs, the natures are just random, and that's basically it. I'm relying on the 4 moves that they learn and my Galaxy Brain. So we're going to have a Focus Sash set here. I've also got the Trick Room and the Skill Swap. So I thought, well, I might be able to get this a Levitate and get a little Water Absorb here. There's not a lot I can do with this Mesprit. Mainly, it sets up things for my other Pokemon. So getting a nice juicy Water Absorb there from the Volcano, probably make them just a tiny little bit salty. And then we had a swap and like, wait, that Volcano must be Choice Specs or Choice Scarf, one of those sets. And then comes in a naughty little Hack Victini, a double Hacker exposed already. What's going on? So setting up the Stealth Rocks on the field. So we set Stealth Rocks up, right? We've trolled the Volcano, and now I'm going to go for a Thunder Wave on the Victini. So Mesprit has... I've done more than I could with this Pokemon. It's done amazing so far. It is my setup Pokemon on this team. Now, I will note now, this team got absolutely steamrolled so many times. These battles were the absolute pure gold of all the battles that I did. So Mesprit's going to go right down there. That's all good, though. It did a very good job. So I can see Victini's got the Life Orb on his little hack butt, and the next Pokemon to come in here is going to be Regigigas. This set is super mean. So you're probably wondering where some of these Pokemon actually come from, and I'm actually going to explain that along the way too. So we got a double team, Swagger, Protect, Block, Regigigas, right? This is sold. So what you want to do, right, usually I was going to run Thunder Wave on this, but I thought that's too many things to set up, right? So let's go for double team, under the Thunder Wave, under the Trick Room, right? And let's hope we can get some results here, right? So we got the Victini, a pop and a V-Create. Now, the first Pokemon, Mesprit, that was level 1 from Pokemon Go. Regigigas is actually a level 1 event you can get from Snowpoint, right? And it's in the game. So I did a mix of Pokemon Go Pokemon and also Pokemon from the games in some actual events there, right? So we got the Victini actually going to get paralyzed there, which is very, very nice, giving me a chance to go for a block here. So we're going to play a little bit of Hack High Five there, and the Victini is stuck in there. Now, got paralyzed again, which is going to give me the opportunity to go for a couple of double teams here, right? Now, the only thing I was really scared about was Dynamax, but was the opponent really going to use Dynamax against a level 1 team? Like, that was the thing I was going to say. Are they just going to battle normally, or are they going to go full sweaty tryhard? We have to see, people. So go for another double team here, getting some evasives. This Victini was getting really unlucky with all the paralyzed, right? Then I thought, maybe I can implement my strategy, right? Now, Swagger misses the first time, which is quite ironic considering I'm using double team. And the second time, it's going to land on that little hack Victini. Now, Victini, right, what I want to do is I want to get all the evasiveness up in the world, right? And then I want the Victini to hit itself in confusion. That was the idea anyway. But it kept getting paralyzed over and over again. Like, you wouldn't read about it, right? So hitting my second Swagger there on Victini. Victini's probably got like 1,000 attack right now. It gets out of confusion, pops a Bolt Strike and misses. I'm like, that's good. That's very, very good. So getting off a third Swagger here on the Victini here, right? So now it's got +6 in attack. Like, this thing is like, it could basically beat the entire Reggie family a million times, right? So we're going to go for the Protect here again, and Victini is going to be getting confused again, right? And it's going to hit itself in confusion, taking itself out in just one shot. It took itself out. That was amazing. So we're taking one Pokemon out. Like, this is content, people. Next Pokemon is the Volcano. I know that it's going to be coming in here and going for, like, I don't know, Steam Eruption again, right? It goes for Earth Power this time. Earth Power's going to miss, which is great. And Swagger misses. I'm like, oh, that was so unlucky right there. Now, Earth Power's going to miss. Swagger lands this time. I'm like, wow, maybe I can, this could happen, people. This could be like a level 1 Reggie Giga Sweep. Could have happened. Like, I don't know what's going on right now. So we got the confusion going. It's flowing nicely. A couple of hack little chickens around that hack little volcano. Here comes the Earth Power, and it missed again. And I got the block off. So I'm like, this is beautiful. Volcanion can't run away, right? And it's strapped in. It snaps out of confusion, goes for an Earth Power. It's missed again. Now I can go for a Swagger here, right? I've got those Swaggers up. Volcanion's attackers are rising, exactly like something else right now. And all I got to do is wait for it to hit itself in confusion, right? So those little chickens are flying around again, right? And then it lands the Earth Power. Oh, I guess I was very lucky getting up to that stage, and Regigigas goes down. But what an absolute unit that Regigigas was. Next Pokemon we got is the Azov. Quick, let me take a selfie. What I'm going to do, right, I'm going to go for Trick Room, Metronome, Baton Pass, and Thunder Wave, right? This is my Baton Passing set. It's all based around Metronome, maybe try and pass a handy stat. So they went for Earth Power there. Obviously, they forgot about Azov's ability Levitate, and I'm going to set the Trick Room up there. So that's going to give me like 2 turns here, and they're going to withdraw, so obviously they're definitely choice, right? Next Pokemon to come into this matchup is Blaspion, and Blaspion is going to utterly destroy this, so I need to think of something fast. So what I did, right, I popped a Metronome. You wouldn't read about it, right? So going for Metro, I got a clear answer there. Oh, I was hoping to get like, I don't know, Evasion would like be amazing, or some sort of like, maybe like an Aqua Ring or something like that. But I got all those boosts, so it didn't really matter too much, but it was pretty funny that I got a Metronome Quiver right? So go for the Baton Pass. The images and things were forming in my mind, and then I went into Giratina, because I want to be a Giratina winner, right? So what we're going to do, right, we're going to get some pressure on that, you know, that Blaspion with the level 1 Giratina, right? Here comes the Shadow Ball. Now, I've got in this one a Focus Sash. I know you didn't guess the item, right? And I'm going to level 1 health, right? The merch is available, by the way. Now, the Focus Sash is going to kick in here. Things are good right now because this is a juicy Destiny Bond Giratina, Pain Spit, Sub, and Spike. Now, I wanted to go for a Pain Spit with this set, right? But at this stage, I had to go for Destiny Bond under the Trick Room to take out Blastoise. It was too much of a counter here. I mean, what could I really swap into it? I also lost my Regigigas, so I might have been swapped it into a Ghost-type move. But at this stage, I had to sack off the Giratina. But it was an eye for an eye, people. So Blastoise is going to go down. Well, Blastoise's only got 1 eye. Wait, no, it's got 2. I think it's got 2. Anyway, roast me if it didn't. So the next Pokemon, right, I'm going to swap in here is Palkia. Now, a couple of these Pokemon, quite a few of these Pokemon actually get Trick Room. Now, if you're wondering how to actually go about getting these level 1 legendaries, I've actually done a video about it many, many years ago. I will leave it in the description of the video there too. Okay, so out comes the Reshiram. My opponent is clearly running a fire theme here. I've got Mud Slap, Toxic, Protect. You need to use protection sometimes, people. And I've got Trick Room, right? So what I can do is I can go for a Mud Slap. I can throw a little bit of mud at this Reshiram, right? So here we go. Pure content. Look at that damage right there. So it's super effective, right? Reshiram's getting a little bit scared, right? Getting Axie drop. Here comes a Blue Flare. Blue Flare's gonna miss. I'm like, okay, the Trick Room run out. I'm like, bug, I need to actually do something. Then they went for a... This is probably the most desperate Dynamax I could have actually experienced in my life. Apart from that time when I went to Dynamax against a Sobble. Wait, was it a Sobble? Yeah. I think it was a Sobble, but you can roast me of that later. So we got the Reshiram, right? Go for the biggest desperation Dynamax in the world here. Now, on my Palkia, right, I've got Focus Sash. Because I need... The thing about these Pokemon was I didn't have ways to get like sturdy or anything like that. So I really was forced to use Focus Sash on quite a few of them. I didn't run on all of them. I had some other items, but of course, setting up Trick Rooms and stuff, I really need them, right? So speaking of which, Palkia is going to go for a Trick Room. I want that speed control, right? That's very, very important. Now, I'm thinking to myself here for a second, right? Okay, they've got 2 more turns to Dynamax. I'm taking 2 points. I'm doing... This is phenomenal effort so far. Do I go for my own Dynamax here on Palkia? Do I go for the double max guard? Like that Blissey, right? It got 4 PX in a row, so I should be able to get 2 max guard, right? Hashtag rent free. So we're going to go for the Dynamax Palkia on 1 health, right? I had to do it, people. I had to do it. I felt this was the right play to go for because I had a plan, right? It was half a plan, but it was formulating into a plan. So Palkia, right, can go for a max guard here. That'll block the Reshiram's Onslaught, Dragon Onslaught, whatever move it is there. I'm guessing it's like, I don't know, Dragon Pulse or something like that, Draco Meter. Here comes the Max Worm, right? Palkia's used protection. It's done a very good job right there. I went for a Max Guard and the second one failed. Like, how could this happen? So Palkia is going to get destroyed there. You know what? When you look at the positives in this matchup, right? I was able to stall out Reshiram completely and Dynamax, which was good. Now, the Trick Room, right, we're still up at the moment, and this is where content actually, I mean, it's already happening right now, but this is where even more content happens. So we went into the Yazelf, right? I was like, you know what? I've got absolutely nothing to lose. Let's pop a Metronome. Let's see what happens. I got to minimize off the Metronome. So getting that minimized there, which is beautiful. Give me a juicy +2 there in evasion, right? Here, Reshiram went for a Draco miss and a miss. I'm like, you wouldn't read about it. So I went for another Metronome. They're trying my luck out even more, right? And I got beat up. So beat up, Rand. Look at this. Look at this stuff. Right, there's one. Did the Hellfire even move? No, so I beat Reshiram up, did some massive damage. Draco Meteor is going to miss again. You wouldn't read about it. And now the Trick Room runs out, right? Draco Miss is going to miss again, right? I avoid the attack. It's going to be eating a Bearozite. What is this? And it's got a Leopard Bearozite. Okay, a Leopard. That's pretty nice. That's going to restore its Draco Meteor, which is a shame. But, I mean, I had a plan, and I was like, you know what? Let's baton pass the stats onto Dialga. Now, check this juicy set out. Now, this Dialga set, it's kind of similar to my level 1 Dialga sweep, if you want to watch that. It's like low-key plug there. Substitute, Trick Room, Toxic, and Iron Head Flinch. Like, this is pure content. So here comes a Blue Flare. Dialga slides on by, setting up that juicy Trick Room there. So now I've got speed control. So you might be able to see where I'm going to go with this, right? Firstly, I want to get the sub up, right? So I can get that nice protection. Now, Dialga's item is leftovers on a level 1. So let's just hear me out here, people. So here comes Draco Meteor. It has finally landed there. Like, Minimize is coming in clutch right now. And that's going to break. Obviously, that's going to, Dialga's family tree, and its family tree before that, and then the whole forest before that got destroyed, right? So there's no more legendaries in the game. So anyway, the substitute broke, and I'm going to get a whole recovery of 1 health there. This actually changes everything. So go for a substitute here, right? It's nice. I've actually got a life-size substitute doll. Like, sometimes I use it to substitute things, right? So anyway, back to the battle. So Draco Miss is going to miss there, getting some nice recovery back from the leftovers there. So essentially, I need a couple of turns to get enough for a sub. So now, right, I'm going to go for Toxic. So what I want to do, if you can see where this strategy goes, right? So you get the Trick Room rolling, right? Rolling nicely. Then you get the Toxic going, right? And then you spam Iron Head to try and flinch the opponent. And if you get a flinch right, that means they can't attack you. You get a leftovers recovery and you get some more Toxic damage. So essentially, it works well under Trick Room, right? Unfortunately, this thing hit me with a lot of Draco Meteors there. I guess I've only got -2 in my evasion, right? So it was to be expected, right? It's all good though. My problem here was, if the Trick Room run out, I was exposed, right? You know what I'm saying? So if I had to have a substitute up, or get the Trick Room. So setting a sub up again, Draco Meteor is going to be, this is like the millionth Draco Meteor, right? If they didn't have that Leopard Berry, like, I don't know, mate. I don't know what other moves this had, right? It had Blue Flare and Draco Meteor. I'm not really sure what other moves it was packing, right? Anyway, Dialga's going to get some more left to recover. The Trick Room rears out, and they landed a Blue Flare. But, man, look at where you hit that substitute. My substitute got hit in the privates, right? And then it disappeared. So what's going to happen right now? I'm going to set up another Trick Room, mate. Look at this. There's there's 4 more Pokemon to go, and all I've got left is a Metronome Azelf after this Dialga. It's like, something's got to give here, people. Something has to happen. I mean, it might happen. I'm not too sure at the moment. Like, I was crossing my fingers. Isn't that a weird thing, crossing your fingers? Like, what is that? I don't know, where did that actually come from? I know someone's furiously typing in the comment section right now, but I actually generally want to know where that came from. Back to the Battle Royales. I'm going to throw that substitute up right there, which is good. I got a thumping 7 health left. Like, you got to admit, that's pretty impressive right there. I've got enough for, like, nearly two and a half subs right there. So I go for the Iron Head here on the Reshiram. It's only got a slither of health right there. And, right, I got a flinch, and it's going to go down to poison. This is content. So bye-bye Reshiram, and hello another Pokemon going down. So I've taken, Victini went down, right? He went down. I didn't take Victini out. It took itself out. Like, you wouldn't read about it, right? So then we had the Blazion going down the Destiny Bomb. Then we had the Reshiram going down the Toxic. Next Pokemon is Ho, and it's like, wow, the Stealth Rocks are going to hit this Ho-Oh really hard, right? So I went for Toxic, right? Obviously getting that nice speed control there. And Ho-Oh is poison, so that's going to be nice. Hopefully, I might be able to get a flinch here. I don't really know what's going to go on. So this is either going to have Brave Bird or something, and then we're for Sacred Fire. So Sacred Fire, that's bad because, I mean, let's be real, any attack's really going to be bad if it lands. We've got 3 minutes left of this matchup, people. It was a long, long slog, mate. This Dialga, the Lord of Time, was carrying your boy right now. Anyway, so getting some more toxic damage there on the Ho-Oh. I'm probably going to need like 3 more turns to take it out. Throwing that substitute, like absolutely throwing it up there. And now Ho-Oh, right, is going to go for Sacrifice. Sacrifice is going to be a sign. Okay, that's good. Like Minimize is keeping me alive. And they can't Dynamax, right, because they did it early on against my Palkia. So we got some more toxic damage on Ho-Oh is actually going to be down very, very soon, right? Unfortunately, Trick Room run out here. This is scary, right? And the Sacred Fire landed, so my sub's gone. This is it, people. So what I've got, right, I've got the Trick Room here. We got 2 minutes left of this battle left. The Trick Room is up. It's up. It's good to rock and roll, right? Ho-Oh is only, after this turn, it's only 1 turn away from fainting out. And I've got a Volcanion left and 1 other Pokemon, right? But I was feeling confident. I was feeling good. I was feeling fresh, right? So Ho-Oh's only got like a little bit of health left, right? Throwing that sub up. Desperation sub here. Here comes the Sacred Fire, and it lands again. I'm like, oh, no. I needed that sub. So, so yeah, anyway, I got destroyed there. My sub got destroyed by the Sacred Fire. And Ho-Oh is going to be going down there, which is cool. It's fine. The only thing is I've got to get the sub up again, and I've got to be able to toxic the opponent, and time is running out. Even when you've got using a Dialga, time is running out. You know what I mean? Okay, this is where things got interesting, right? Next Pokemon is Talonflame, so this is going to take a big amount of damage from the Stealth Rock too, but it doesn't really matter because we've only got like a couple of minutes left, right? So I went for Toxic. This was the most riskiest play I did the whole game. Like, I bet everything on this Toxic, so I thought I need to get damage on this thing, right? I've only got a little bit of... Brave Bird has slid on by. You wouldn't read about it. And then we got a Salty Baby Bottle, and that was absolute perfection. You can't make this up, people. There we go. There is the level 1 Pokemon sweep with the Dialga. Like, Regigigas and Dialga were absolute clutch. Like, I can't believe, like, I got the Minimize from Azza. Man, that was such a crazy battle right there. I'm going to give you another treat here, people. This is my final treat with this team. We've got a doubles battle. I'm not really sure what my opponent's name is. And they only brought 2 Pokemon. They were that confident they would beat my team there after seeing what sort of team I got. And they only brought 2 along. So they brought a Shuckle and a Sylveon. Now, I've got 1 new Pokemon on this team. I benched Dialga because it did such a prime job, and I gave it another opportunity to Uxie instead. Now, we got the Mesprit and Giratina lead here. I was worried because as soon as I seen that Sylveon, I'm thinking, man, this is really bad because I know that it's going to use Hyper Voice, right, with Pixelate. This is bad. So we're going to attack both my Pokemon, right? And I was like, this team was very difficult, right? Because I only had like X amount of move options to do because of their low levels, right? Especially like the Azelf, Uxie, and Mesprit, right? So I was very limited with them. So I thought, you know what? Let's go for Destiny Bond here, right? That'll at least stop the Sylveon attacking this turn, maybe. You know, if it does attack Giratina, well, I only have to deal with a Shuckle. And I'd rather deal with a Shuckle than a Sylveon, right? Just spamming Hyper Voice. Now, I've got Stealth Rocks here, I've got Trick, I've got Skill Swap. I did change a couple of the items and some of the moves up too for doubles there. Mostly the sets were pretty similar, right? So I thought, let's go for a Pain Split on the Sylveon, right? If it attacks me, so be it. It's going to be going down to... maybe one of my other Pokemon, right? So then the Shuckle went Protect, and that's not really good. The Shuckle, I wasn't really too worried about it. It was more the Sylveon. So I thought, well... how's Sylveon going to hit my Giratina with no Pixelate, right? So I can turn High Voice back into a normal type move, right? Galaxy Brain. So I went for the Pain Spit there because I thought, I doubt the opponent's going to go for a High Voice again, knowing they'll go down to the Destiny Bond, and they've only got 2 Pokemon. So as I suspected, they targeted the Mesprit. So Mespirit's down, but it's okay though. Like, things are okay at the moment. I dealt a bit of damage there to Silver. It's got leftovers, which is annoying too, but that's okay. Things are going all right. So we're going to go into the Palkia now. Now, the bad thing here, right, Stealth Rocks are set on the field. My Focus Sashes, they're rinsed. They're done. So there goes all my Sashes. So this is bad. Like, this is very, very bad. So I thought, okay, I need to get Toxic on Sylveon right this second. What can I do now? Like, should I go for sub here on my Giratina? Let's get the sub up because I know that it's probably going to try and attack me. So, setting that sub up, which is great there. Palkia is going to get a Toxic off, which is great. So, I've got that Trick Room control very, very nicely, but it's only limited and, you know, all the Sashes are gone, right? I don't have any things like that can get around it. So, Shuckle's got Encore as his other move. This Shuckle seems to be very passive. I mean, Shuckle's mostly always passive, right? So, that's not too much of a surprise. Now, Sylveon, as I suspected, went for my Giratina, and it hit the sub. So that was great, right? So the Sylveon essentially wasted a turn, and I've got a Toxic on it, which is very, very good. Now, this Sylveon can't take me out with high points, right? It's going to have to go for another move to take me out, which is going to free up my Pokemon, whoever's on the left-hand side, right? So that gave me a little bit of confidence, and they've already got half health there, so... But it's far from over. Like, I've set myself up well, but I've got 5 Pokemon left, and Shuckle, Shuckle really can't do too much for me. So I've got the, I'm locked into using that move. So I thought, well, let's use Toxic on the Shuckle this time. And, well, I can use Pain Spit on the Shuckle here. Like, that's not a bad thing. I at least just want to get that. I'm not really sure if Shuckle's got, like, rest or anything at the moment. So I went for the Pain Spit there, got all my health back there, did a good amount of damage to Shuckle, and the second Toxic has landed, which is very, very good. So now Sylveon is poison and Shuckle is poison. So this is very, very good. I'm in a strong position. It's gonna be a bad position once my Giratina goes and the Trick Room's running. That's just gonna be me just getting KO. So it's bad, right? So here comes a Side Shot. Unfortunately, this time it targeted my Palkia, and Palkia went down. It's like, man, that sucks. Like, that was one of my Trick Room Pokemon too. Now, Sylveon is probably going to buy itself probably another turn with leftovers for Toxic, because normally it takes, say a Pokemon's full health, it'll normally take them 6 turns to faint from Toxic, if they don't have like a leftovers or Dynamax or something like that, right? Next Pokemon we got here is the Uxie. Let me show you this set. So Uxie, once again, was a little bit of a different set. It was a Trick Room Endure Ally Switch set. So Ally Switch I thought might be handy, but I wasn't in a position where I can use it. I thought, I've got a great plan. Let's go for Trick, but this time, let's try and take advantage of Giratina, because it's not behind the sub. As you've seen, I've already used up my Focus Sash. However, that gives me another idea. Why don't I try and go for a Trick, give the Giratina a Focus Sash, right? And then give it another chance to go for the pace. Like, Giratina right now was the key to this battle. I mean, it might not be able to win me the whole battle, but it's definitely the strongest Pokemon on the my side of the field at the moment. The opponent has popped a Dynamax. I had a feeling they might, so maybe they're starting to think themselves, well, I shouldn't have underestimated this kid, right? So here comes the Protect from the Shuckle. Is not a worry. Shuckle's completely passive by the looks of things, right? It sets up the rocks, maybe Web, and Protect an Encore, something like that, right? So anyway, I went for the Trick there, and I gave Giratina, right, the Focus Sash, because it was useless on my Uxie, but now it's useful on my Giratina. So I went for the Pain Spit, didn't do a lot of damage to Sylveon. Watch this, here comes the Max Mind Storm, and Giratina lives because I gave it another Focus Sash. That was great. That was such a good use of using Trick there. Like, you probably thought at the start of the battle, well, you know, Focus Sash, well, that's going to be completely useless. I turned a hopeless situation with Stealth Rocks into my favor with the Uxie. Almost knocked my drink over there, but it's all right. All right, so anyway, we're going to get some more Toxic damage there on the Shuckle. Shuckle's going to go down in about 2 turns. Sylveon maybe about 3, right? In Dynamax, obviously, it's got a lot more health. Trick Room has run out. This is bad. Like, I can't do much. Then I thought, wait, it's time to go for a Dynamax Giratina on 1 health. I don't know why I keep Dynamaxing my Pokemon on 1 health, but it's become a little bit of a habit in these battles, right? Then I'm thinking, maybe I can get a Trick Room up here. What should I do? I really was thinking this playthrough. I thought it was important. I thought, well, Uxie could go down here, or maybe they just want to get rid of my... Once they get rid of my Giratina, they can go for Hype Boys. But the problem is, it doesn't have a lot of health remaining. Like, so I decided, right, I need to stall at least, like, I'm going to stall as much as possible here, right? Unless the Shuckle's got something like Rest, I think I'm going to be okay here, maybe for the time being. I really don't know at the moment. So go for the Dynamax Giratina there, getting a thumping 2 in health there, getting that Max Guard up, right? Max Mind Storm is going to fail. So it targeted the Giratina, which is great. That's really, really good. And now Shuckle's going to go for an Encore here, right? It's like, well, that's okay, right? Because guess what I went for? I went for a Trick on the Sylveon to steal Sylveon's leftovers. So Uxie's like low-key, sort of like low-key MVP here, right? Not only did it enable Giratina to survive another hit, it actually took Sylveon's means of healing away, so it's actually going to faint faster, right? So Shuckle is down to its last turn. Next turn, it is toast, right? So I thought, well, I've got a chance here, right? I can go for another Max Guard, right? And I mean, Uxie's at full health now. It doesn't have a Sash, but I can't really use much. I can only go for Tricking since I'm Encore. There's not a lot I can do. Maybe I should swap it here. I'm thinking, it might be better used. I might be able to make use of ally switch. You never know, right? Let's make use of that. So as you can see, I'm locked into Trick. I decided here to dip out with the Uxie and swap in another Pokemon, which might be able to help out the situation, right? So, swapping out my Uxie, right, and bringing in Regigigas. Now, there's a funny story on this Regigigas, which you'll find out very, very soon, right? Now, Regigigas, right, is going to get some stealth, right? So its Focus Sash is gone, right? So that's completely useless. Giratina's Max Guard failed for the second time in a row. Max Spine Swarm is going to end Giratina. Giratina was an absolute legend in this battle. Like, it did so well there, of course, with the support, especially with the support of Uxie right there, though. It's very, very nice. Now, watch this. So, Shuckle right went for Encore. It's going to fail. And Sylveon has got one more turn to go before it faints. And Shuckle this turn is going to faint. So, I've got another Pokemon to swap in here, right? And this is where something really, really funny happened. So I went to Azelf here, right? I was like, okay, well, there goes my Focus Sash on Azelf, right? Sylveon is out of its Dynamax. So now I can go for Hyper Voice now. It's going to be a normal type move. It's hit both my Pokemon. And for some reason, I had Focus Band. I forgot I put Focus Band instead of Focus Sash. And I got a Baby Ball out of it. I didn't even mean to do it. Oh, people. This is the peak. This is the pinnacle of content. Oh, well, there you go. There was both my battles, people, with the level 1 legendary Pokemon team. I really hope you enjoyed it. I'm gonna be saying a couple of words right now, but if you truly enjoyed this video and my theme teams, please drop a like on the video and maybe a comment. I want to see if we can, and share this video around everywhere you can. I mean, this was an amazing bunch of battles right now. I'm just going to say a couple of words. So, as you can see, my very first theme team was back in, I still can't believe there's amazing battles. October 9th, 2014 was my very first theme team, which was the full Furfrou team. That is, I mean, you might as well say that was 7 years ago right now that I did this. I made this series up and popularized it. So it was amazing. Like, I just can't believe, so 7 years I've done 1,000 theme teams. So it's when you think about it, it's probably more than, it's definitely more than 1,000 battles. I'd say, I did start off doing one battle, then I sort of moved to two because people were like, why don't you do two battles in one video? We're really enjoying this, right? So then it sort of became the norm that I did two, right? So I have to say there'd be at the very least 2,000 battles worth in this playlist of videos. Once again, if you're a new viewer and you want to go for a massive binge, or an old viewer, if you want to run down that nostalgia lane, I have those playlists exist on my channel, and they're also in the description of the video too. But man, that's it. Thank you. I just want to say thank you so much, everyone, for watching my theme teams over the last 7 years. I did say what my plans were going to be here, so I've come to the decision that with my theme teams, right, I'm going to continue them on the new game, which is going to be the Gen 4 remakes. Now, if for some reason we don't get all the Pokemon on there, which is probably a good chance that, what I'll do, right, is I'll go between the Gen 4 remakes and Sword and Shield until we get a new generation of Pokemon. So that's how things are going to go with the theme teams here. I've still got plenty of ideas and stuff like that, and that's pretty much it. I'm not sure if anyone's still watching the video here, but I really appreciate it if you are. I'm just very happy that so many people have enjoyed this series, and the playlist itself has almost had 2 million views, which is crazy. Like, just for a little series that I made up, it's phenomenal. So yeah, I guess I might be having a talk on the 2000 theme team. I don't know if that even is going to happen, but as usual, people, thank you so much for watching the video. If you did like this, please drop a like on the video. I'd be forever grateful, and maybe a comment there. I know there's a lot of silent viewers and stuff like that. I appreciate you watching the videos and stuff as well, and everyone, and I'll catch you next time. I guess we'll have this conversation on the 2000 theme team. Peace out.